Good morning. Happy Friday. Cheers. Welcome to Coffee and Vinyl. I'm Adam. I'm with RecordKrate, and I'm at the Raleigh location hanging out this morning. I've been here a little while. Nico's been, I keep food out for her all the time, but I topped it off today. And she's been running around playing this morning. I tell you, the weather is so much nicer than it's been lately. But there we go. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab some records. I'm going to these are some records I need to price today and put them out. And I'm just going to take a look at them and do some inspecting and see what we have here. Aretha Gold. What's happening today? I'm in Raleigh. I'll be in Raleigh today and tomorrow. Back to Wake Forest on Sunday. And all sorts of things. This is 1983. All right. Very cool. I absolutely respect for Aretha. Hello, Lisa C. Good morning. Yeah. I have the duck liver. I'm sure we'll get Nico come over sometime. This is in VG Plus condition. Someone will love that. I also got to listen to some Lisa Marie Presley on YouTube this morning. It's very hard to search her music out right now. So what I did, I put in Lisa Marie Presley full album, and I got this mix and was listening to a song, and the next thing you knew, it went over to a performance on Ellen, and then it went into an Elvis song. I saw her going into an antique store in downtown Detroit when I was waiting for a bus. Very cool. Yeah, she's gone, folks. She owned Elvis Presley estate. She sure did. When she was a young girl and her father died. I'll show you the record I'm looking at. She was a minor. So this is Billy Preston. It's my pleasure. So even though the estate was hers, it was put in a trust. Oh, Shuggy Otis plays on here. That's awesome. It says Harry Georgeson plays guitar. I got a feeling that might be George Harrison. Then Stevie Wonder's on here also. Very cool. And so, hey, good morning, Reseller King. Happy Friday. Cheers. So here we go. Billy Preston. This is definitely a VG. There's some surface marks on. Nothing you can feel. I think we'll be able to. I think it's going to be okay. Yeah. Resale King, is your name Brandon? Is that, or is there someone here that I don't see? Yeah. So Billy Preston. I want to listen to it. Some of his stuff is very funky. Some of it is kind of poppy. Here it is. Indeed. My hands are free, so I can grab the cup. Cheers, Brandon. I'll put this right here because I know baby girl going to come over here. Did he do? We'll go around in circles. That was him. Oh, look. Comes with a poster. How about that? That is awesome. So I have to put this in a bag and put a little sticker on it that says poster. Hey, good morning, Jen. How are you? Cheers. I was watching your let's see if I had one handy. Jen had gotten I don't have one handy. She gotten some 7-inch records, and they're in this round with a lid. You could carry it around. Darn it. And so she was opening it up and checking out the records, and she was playing some of them, playing Mika. So I got about 3/4 of the way that I'll finish. You're having a snow day. Holy smoke. I'm glad it's not me, Jen. I am not a fan of those snow days. But hey, but you did a video years ago that you went out on the porch and just showed, and it was so beautiful where you live with the snow. Just so beautiful. Wow. That's awesome, Jen. But anyway, I enjoyed watching your video of you taking the records out of the folks. I don't know what it's called, but it's round. It's like a upside down bowl, and it's got a handle on it. You twist the handle and the lid comes off, and then there's 7 inches that are just stacked up to the sky. Yeah. I've been wanting one of those spindles forever. Then boom, free. That was very cool. I'm gonna get a sticker and put on here if I can. I think I can. I keep these right here, folks. I print them up in advance. So this is just a shoebox, and in the shoebox it has envelopes with attributes. And so the one I need was right up front, and it's the poster attribute. So I'm going to put that on to Billy Preston. Yeah, that's very cool. I had a pink one time, Jen. I sold it. Mr. Beatles Pro has some that have the Beatles printed on the side. And he knows about all the different colors and all the sizes of this and all that, and he's really cool. So if he pops in today, we'll have to share with him about that. That's awesome. So here we go. I'll take the sticker and I'll put it right here. And then when I put it in the bin, people say, "Oh, this one's got the poster." Those beautiful boxes and 7-inch holders from the 50s and 60s, they're just so cool. And you know what? I might have 2 or 3 of them now, Jen. One of them's got a big crack at the top, but it still works. And but they're really neat to have sitting around. They look great. We lost Jeff Beck yesterday. I think it was yesterday, and this is the only thing I had that I was aware of. Yardbird 69 is it's a little box set, if you would, and I think it's got 2 LPs in it. So hopefully Jeff's on here. He was in the Yardbirds, that's for sure. So there we go. I'll have to do a little research on this and see. Hey, good morning, Glenn. Cheers. Thanks for joining this morning. Hope you're doing well. Okay, so that's done. Thank you. And Billy's done. I was excited about getting this one because it's a band that I like. Paolas. Hammer on a drum. 80s new wave. A little bit of power pop in there. But I love Paolas. And it's blue vinyl, folks. That's awesome. This is made in Canada. It looks to be VG plus. There's some pull marks on it. And just in case you don't know, when the record goes in and out of the sleeve, it has paper right here, and it can slide on it, and so it leave a mark. We call those pull marks. Wow, this is awesome. So the police was on the same label, so it's probably the same vinyl as a lot of the synchronicities were pressed on. I think the police was on A&M, just to make sure. So anyway, this was really neat. So it'd get two attributes. One would be Canada, and the other one would be colored vinyl. So that's why it takes me so long to process records, folks. So I want to be as thorough as I possibly can. See if I got a Canada over here. People, don't you understand? Yeah. And I was listening to Lisa Marie Presley on YouTube today, and they started doing this duet between her and her father. It didn't work. At least it didn't for me. So I have a Canada. I don't know where Nico is. She likes to go in the garage. I have the inner garage door open because it's not very, very cold here today. I think it's 54. And then I'll put one on here that's blue or colored vinyl. Yay! But I'm going to be listening to that Paolas. I love Paolas. Let's see what else I can grab. Oh, this one was interesting. Lou Graham. And it's got this obi strip right here. Okay. And it was pressed in Japan. And it cost 2,800 yen when it was new. Wonder what that means today. Oh, I would have to go to the inflation calculator. Can I do it? I don't know. Inflation. Does anyone ever go there just to see? I mean, like I find records all the time with a price sticker on it, and I'm like, oh, I'm going to check inflation calculator to see what it's like. And I do. And I do. All right, here's the vinyl. Don't you fall on me, Lou. The surface looks near mint. Oh, hallelujah, it's flat. Let's see if it's translucent. Nope. It's black. So there we go. Do you have a lot of shoppers looking for specific variation pressings? I am constantly shocked at how many people. Yeah, there's some completists, Jen. Oh, thank you. I will do that. Thank you so much. Just got an email. But yeah, absolutely, Jen. Absolutely. So a good friend of mine, he loves records, and I don't know. I always joke about, do I really need 15 copies of The Dark Side of the Moon? Well, he probably has more than me. Every country you can imagine, there were so many pressings of The Dark Side of the Moon in America, and absolutely. But I just go and I just make it that way. And even if they aren't, Jen, and they get it, they're like, oh, it's got the poster. That's cool, At least I'll let them know. Good morning, Chris. Cheers. I'll be glad to do that, sir. Absolutely. In a hot beat. On a hot beat. So this is kind of neat. Lou Graham. Let's see if there's a song on here that was Midnight Blue. That was a popular song for him. And I think Ready or Not. However, he is the voice of Foreigner. Yeah, so I like that. I got to get a new bag to put it in. Something that's going to look a little better than that one. Oh, it's Japan. Do I have a Japan attribute? I hope so. Well, it says it on the obi strip. It's enough to give that away. But the other thing, Jen, is like maybe sometimes they want to collect all of this and this and this and that, or maybe sometimes they're just looking to finally get the copy they want and have an upgrade or something. So I'm okay with everybody doing that. I am. I do have a Japan attribute that I'll put on it. Woohoo! We're friendly who collects Promos and imports. So specific. Yeah. Promos are nice because theoretically they're the first ones that were made. So it's closer to the plate. Let's see what else I have. Oh, $1 says Chris knows this one. The Time Lords. Everyone has their nest. The Time Lords. Let's see. Time Lords were they were on TVT Records, but was there a Jam? Was it Jam or Clash connection with the Time Lords? I love this car, folks. I love, love, love. Hi, I'm Ford Time Lord. I'm a car, and I've made a record featuring the Doctor Who theme. I bet that's crazy. And I can tell by the way the sleeve is, the inner sleeve. And I try to tap them because you never know if there's Grateful Dead or tickets or nudes, photograph, Polaroids. Hey, Larry, sold one of those last year. Which one did you sell, Larry? Time Lords? Yeah. Thanks for joining us today, Larry. I appreciate it bunches. Yeah. It's a 12-inch single, so it doesn't have credits. The Time Lords. I can't remember ever hearing the Time Lords. Chris, the Time Lords. Doctrine the TARDIS. So if you get a chance, check it out on YouTube. It's always funny when people come in. You got any 45s? I'll say, well, yes, I do. And they're like, no, not that kind, the little bitty ones. And I was like, oh, yeah, I got those too. And it is brown. It's translucent vinyl. All right. So it looks to be a VG. I would say VG Plus, but there's one mark on this side. But I don't feel it. We won't hear it. But visually it is there. There we go. Oh, wow, Larry. Did you listen to it before you sold it? It is so cool. Doctrine the TARDIS. Yeah. Fingerprints on it. Somebody's been pinching my record before I got it. I'll get him. I had a guy come in Wednesday in Wake Forest. Well, what's the best way to clean records? And I said, well, let's back up a little bit. Let's talk about handling records after he had pinched 25 of my records. And I said, well, and then I remember one kid was like, so if you, where was this pressed? I can tell, by looking at it that it's pressed in the UK, but I always like to read it first. You didn't listen to it. Well, yeah, I'm pretty sure it's UK. He was asking about marks on records, and he wore glasses, and so I was able to explain it to him like that. It's just like your glasses. You handle them with care. So one, you don't get your fingerprints on them. Two, you don't throw them on the sidewalk and put scratches on them. Hey, good morning, Dan. How are you? Out of curiosity, ask me how much you're in that price. Oh, the Time Lords? I can do that, Jen. Jen, please don't let me forget. Okay. Yeah. And so I said, you don't put your glasses on the sidewalk, they get scratches on them. It's like, yeah. Dan's doing okay. Dan, do you have snow today? Jen, which is B-sides, Dan. This is Dan. Good morning, Dan. This is Jen, and she's B-sides, and she's got snow this morning. And I was wondering if you had snow handicap. Folks, I got another one of these in the Rolling Stones, Some Girls. I remember the first time I ever got one with this color, I was like, oh man, it's faded. But this one's not faded. There were many variations to this. Yeah. Let's see who's on here. I think this is Liza. Oh, Liza Minnelli. But here's the side. Yeah. With Marilyn Monroe, Farrah Fawcett, some lady. Is that Jane Mansfield? And I'm sure you know, maybe even not Chris. 5, 6, 7, 8. Walk like James Mansfield. And Dan, I forgot to say cheers. Cheers this morning, Dan. Cooler in Kentucky this morning. We might get a brief flurries, but no prediction for anything major. Dan says a little, not much. They say we can get up to 9 inches today. Wow, weather warning until 1 a.m. tomorrow morning. I am so sorry to hear that, guys. That is James Mansfield. Yeah, cheers. Yeah. So anyway, so this is going to be fun. There's a crease right here. And but it's not on the backside. Yes, it is on the backside. Yeah. Let's take a look at the vinyl. I walk like James Mansfield. Scott, he's in, I think he's still in California, but he was in the LA area. And when pandemic stopped, he did tours, like celebrity houses tours and places to see. Darn it. I'll show you this little mark below my finger. It's a little white speck. Can we see it, folks? It's just below my finger. Probably not. There it is. It's like moisture in the dust, and it gets on there and it gets on the surface of the vinyl. Sometimes I'll just, now that I look at it, this side of the record has been heated. It's got that look. Yeah, this record's damaged. It will never play. Darn it. Yeah. Yeah, it won't play. It won't play. That's what living by Lake Erie brings in the winter. So now I have a jacket inner sleeve, and I'll have to find vinyl for. So I'll put this away, folks, and when I find a nice copy, I can switch it out. And because the white or the cream is more rare than the black one. I'm so sorry for a snow day. It happens so rarely, and our world just stops and snow. You're never sorry for a snow day. Oh, well, that's awesome. Yeah, you're right there. For me, I have to. If we were to get a snow day, I would try my best to get here and hang out, and I would list all day long. Yeah, that's what I would try to do. Absolutely. But it is beautiful when it snows. And I remember as a kid, we lived in the country. We lived in the rural area. We lost electricity a lot. And my parents were really good with wood stoves and things like that. And we had all the things we needed to make it through. It is beautiful. When you don't lose electricity and you just have snow, it's really neat. I don't know what it's like where you are, Jen, but whenever we get snow, we get the ice, the sleet, and all that stuff mixed in together. So we essentially get white ice ice with some snow flakes added to make it pretty. Let's take a look here, folks. Timeout. Dave Brubeck. People like this record. I like it too. I love the cover. I love this cover. I would love to see this painting in person. But there's many variations to this cover, how the text is laid out, the different colors of the text. You get ice also. Yeah, so it's always good to stay put. Oh, and Jen, me and my buddy are going to be getting together soon. You guys probably heard me talk about Sally. She's a good buddy of mine. We're going to be getting together soon, and we're going to work on some magazine transfers. And she picked up some jelly plates, and so we're gonna work with those. And then I'm learning more and more about new techniques with screen printing. So it'd be cool to pick your ear and Dave's ear and kind of talk about that. Oh, it's getting it's almost 9 o'clock. Let's see if we can get Nico in here. Nico, she loves these folks. Duck liver. If she's in the garage, she won't hear this. Nico, she might come and get some. If she does, that's great. If not, I love this record. Well, look at there. Speak of the girl, and she comes. Hey, baby. Oops. Would you like to say hi to everyone? I know you came for the treats, but it's okay to say hi to everyone. There she is. Oh. Yeah. But I want to explore with record covers, record jackets, and see if we can make something happen. But I don't know if it's the right texture or not. All right, here you go, baby. You ready for a liver? There you go. Dan said hi. All right, there you go. You got your treat. You just got one today, okay? Okay. All right, very cool. Yes, Dave screen sprints for a living, so we're always in the midst of that. Yeah, seeing things I've never seen. And are we Instagram friends? Is that the right word? Instagram friends, followers, people connected. So let's take a look. This record, when it was new, it had a piece right here. You can see the perforation. So when it was new, you took this and go, whoosh, and that's how you open the record. It did not come with shrinks. Oh, thank you so much. Jen says you're a pretty baby. I agree with you there, Jen. So it didn't come in shrink. And it's going to take me forever to properly date this record. But it's not a first edition. I know that. I'm thinking third edition, but it is stereo. Columbia 2i 360 stereo. Boy, this surface is beautiful. There we go. I would say near mint. Hallelujah is flat. It's always my concern. Records. Let's see what the stampers are. It's a 2CH and a 2BE ABC. So there's 26. So a lot of plates used for this particular pressing. They press tons of these records. Tons. So anyway, it's a good record. It's a good listen to. A lot of people are familiar with it, but if you're not, it's totally okay. I'll show the album jacket again and let you have an opportunity to listen to it on YouTube today. There we go. Yeah. Wow. It is 9:06. I've been doing a lot of CD sales this week, and I'll probably do some more. I might do something tonight. Almost as popular as whipped cream. That's for sure, Chris. Yeah. I've been switching out the walls a little bit. I still have whipped cream and other delights at the top, but I think Brubeck's a little more desirable, so that brings a little more price. And it's hard to find a whipped cream that's in beautiful condition also. But anyway, yeah. But yeah, Chris, you're exactly right. Been doing some CD sales. Might do one tonight. I'm trying to kick back into Whatnot. I did a cassette sale, which was really fun, and I did a video game sale in Wake Forest. So I'm gonna try to do some more Whatnots in Wake Forest and more here. Saturday night, I'm gonna do a record Whatnot sale. So anyway, there, yeah, there we go. Big plans for everybody this weekend. Um, Perhaps Jen is going to make some snow cream. My mom would always do that, and of course, Mom would entertain us. She would bake things and cook things. Yeah, I don't see time out in thrift stores, and if it's in an antique mall, they aren't giving it away. Yeah, I remember one time I had a 1A original pressing of that record, and gosh, it was beautiful. I didn't give it away, Chris, that's for sure. And so Time Out, was that released the same year as Kinda Blue and Hum and Blue Train? What Coltrane record was released the same year? Anyway, there was a lot of those records that were released very close to each other. I think whatever we get in snow is supposed to melt the next day. That's cool. You're hoping to paint a mural tomorrow. Oh, that'd be cool to do a time lapse. Um, Before my eye illnesses, Jen, I painted and painted and painted and painted and printed and printed and printed. Hey, good morning, Heaven. Good morning, Vinyl Champions. And I haven't returned to that, Jen. I'm not sure my timeout was 59. Kinda Blue was 59. Was 59. That was Mingus. What Coltrane record was 59? Well, thank you, Jim. This is one of them. Da, 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 da. Um, um, I don't know. I would have to look it up. But yeah, yeah. And so yeah, but I don't get much in the world of magazines anymore. I can go to the recycling bins and sometimes grab a magazine or something out of there. But as far as I get this, I get two publications, three maybe that comes in. That they're mostly generated. They're mostly for generating sales catalog type things. And so there's some images there I can try it on. But I really want to see if I can do something with record jackets, but it's probably the wrong type of paper. Yeah. Anyway, but I will be glad to show you sometimes, Jen. Yeah. Well, great, Jen. I hope you enjoy your winter wonderland and cool things like that. I hope all the animals out there are staying warm and cool things like that. I'm gonna take off, folks. I got a lot of records to price. I got CDs to put away. Um, what else I got to do? Hang out with Nico a little more and see if we can make it happen. But I do appreciate you coming out and hanging out with me this morning. I'll let they have some guests. Let us start incorporating some guests to get on coffee and vinyl. So maybe we can make that happen. And I hope everybody just has a wonderful weekend. And I hope you have fun playing records all weekend, folks. And if you go out crate digging, find something cool. All right. Goodbye, everybody. Thanks for joining me. I'll see you really soon. Have a good day. Thank you, Lisa. Nico, say goodbye. Love hanging with you. Thank you so much, Dan. I appreciate it. I like hanging out with you too. Yeah. And I'm glad that I'm doing coffee and vinyl again, even if it's just one morning for 30, 40 minutes. It's fun though. I appreciate it. All right. See you soon. Bye bye.